to the 10,000 to 1. I'm here today to present an economic opportunity to you and to give you the opportunity to join us. This video is not on social media because everyone don't need to know the mission we are on today. And I would appreciate it that you keep it that way. The wait is over. Blacks are at the top of their game today. We must begin to touch each other with positive substance. Every black in America should have the chance to watch this video. So let's make it happen. That should be your top priority. I pray that this video will open up your eyes as well as your mind. Today, you can live anywhere you want to if you have enough money. Life is life. No matter how good or bad it treats you, you still have to live it. And the life you live is all about the choices you make today. Today, people of color are working in every industry and in every position, high and low, in America. As long as time ticks, there will always be some kind of challenge in your life. Always remember there's only two people that have your destiny in their hands. That's you and the Lord, and everybody else don't count. One by one, we have rose above every challenge that was put before us. Now it's time, on March the 13th, 2017, to draw a line in the sand for us to finally come together and put our unique talents and creativity that we have within us together. I'm not trying to sell you anything or trying to convince you to join this mission. With or without you, by the power of God, this mission will be accomplished. This has nothing to do with your lifestyle, religion, education, money, or where you live. This is all about an economic opportunity that will give our community and our kids the best opportunity for their future and to the people that are ready for it. My name is Wally, and I'm here today to share some fantastic news. Only through God's love, grace, mercy, favor, and His power that I was blessed to see this magnificent vision of the future He has for His people of color. We are in the most powerful and unique position in America today than ever before in history. I am proud and honored that the Lord blessed me with this vision and the words in this video. I consider myself the navigator on this mission, and the Lord, He is the one directing this movement. By sending this video to others and with your support and being in an agreement with us, He will pour you and your family out a blessing. Technology is the key to our success today. If we use it in the right way, we can get the right outcome. I need your help. I need 250,000 people of color that will stand with me and have the understanding that the past is the past and our future will only live in what we build. And anything today is possible. By taking this aggressive move, the impact and benefits could be unlimited. Just think about it. Building brand new state-of-the-art stores in poor black neighborhoods. Now, who would ever think anything like that could ever happen for black people? That can create many jobs using the people that live there. Being 250,000 strong, this amount will help us to establish a solid foundation to start this mission on. And we will call this mission Monopoly. This mission will also be an underground movement to rebuild God's kingdom, and that will be our poor community in the United States. The same tactics that the Underground Railroad used during slavery that helped so many to freedom. That was the very first organized movement for blacks in America. And this movement will be the beginning of our economic stability. And it will also help us to establish the stepping stones into the 21st century. By working as one and keeping our eyes open and our mouths shut, this will help us to ride under everyone's radar. I am here to give you a chance to help me write the pages to this magnificent movement. Now, to get everyone on the same page, check this out. America is going through its third transformation today. That's right. America is changing in such a rapid pace with technology, unknowingly uncertain of which direction America and the world will be moving into. Help me to harness the technology that will help us to take us into the 21st century. Ready or not, technology is here, taking us into the future. Throughout history, the black race has been lied to, lied on, and defined by others that didn't even know themselves. Always being accused of things that never happened. The books we read in school was designed to make us feel and see ourselves as underachievers and make us feel that we would never belong in America. This gave great pleasure even to today to some Americans to look and treat us like animals. Your emotions and your attitude today is very important in politics and business. America is always putting on a brand new face every day. We have to accept the way things are in order to change it. Change doesn't come in your life when you are sitting and waiting for it. You are the product of your own thinking. Your attitude and your thinking will determine how prosperous you will be in life. No one else is in control of your life but you. Everyone knows that the Lord can give you a blessing. Let me tell you a little secret. God will not do your work for you. Your next action is God's trigger. God is true to his word. He said in his words, whatsoever he doeth shall prosper, and the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. If you don't build it, he can't bless it. God cannot bless what you don't build. I don't claim to know everything, but we have all been blessed with a creative mind, and people of color help build and shape America too. We have earned the right to say and feel we are at home. The Lord, and in his words, he said, for where two or three gather in my name, there am I with them. Having faith in the Lord, he will bless you in a significant way. By supporting each other, there's nothing impossible. I'm here today to put everyone in the right frame of mind, so we together will be able to understand what is going on today, and together we can take advantage of every great opportunity. So now let me break it down to you through the eyes that the good Lord gave me the privilege to look through. On the very first day, the very first slaves stepped on America's soil, someone made a covenant with God that one day his kids would be able to walk free in this land. And God is true to his word. On that day, he put in motion the transformation that America would be going through. The first two transformations dramatically changed and helped shape the United States for people of color. It was the Civil War and the Civil Rights Movement that was fought 100 years apart. See, the Civil War gave us our freedom with no rights as white Americans. But the Civil Rights Bill that was signed in 1967 by President Lyndon Johnson gave us the right to vote, and the same rights that white America have had the privilege to enjoy for so many decades. The third transformation is happening today, and that's the money war. And it's very important that you understand what is happening today. When companies can control what we hear, see, and how we communicate, like AT&T, DirecTV, and Google, Together, that can become a very dangerous problem in the years to come. Now, if they could control the money too, they would have the tools to control how we live. And that's why Congress make laws. They have to vote on when two companies at this magnitude want to merge in the United States. But the rules are always changing to fit their needs. You must understand, rules only apply in business when you are asking for money. We will be using our own monies. That means we can make up our own rules to play by. Now this is to the young people, because I don't want you to get this thing twisted. The privileges that so many of you are enjoying today didn't come with just a simple handshake. It came by a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and sometimes death. Every black family in America started out in the ghetto. People in the ghetto together were strong in mind, body, spirit, and family, with a strong fighting will that some of us still have today. Any kind of power doesn't come without a fight, even in your home. Because white America didn't allow you to live anyplace else. Even today, there are still some places. It was always dark days in America for black people. But the sun started to shine in America, because in the 60s was the first time in history America was captured on TV, committing the most heinous crimes on black people and white people too, that stood side by side with black people. I give my gratitude to the brave young and old, black and white, kids, women, and men that stood side by side together through the most darkest and violent days in American history that very few people talk about or remember. So black African American could have this opportunity to have just this vision that I have in my mind and presenting it to you today. There are two things we are always saying that must stop. The white man is keeping me back. That saying gives them power and keeps our mind in lock mode without them even lifting a finger. That's called doing it to yourself. Let me put this thing into reality. We are looking at this thing in the wrong way. You have 200,400,000 white folks in America today and only 43 million blacks. That is about a 5-to-1. Even if you take 4 of them away, there will still be more whites in America than blacks. So if the white man is holding us back, how did we get the chains off of our ankles to be able to sit in the seat in the White House? Through God's love, grace, mercy, favor, and his power, and touching so many white people's hearts that fought for our freedom we have today. We first must understand the power we seek in order to establish the power we are seeking. I want to thank you, President Obama, for letting black and white America know there's no such thing today as a locked door, especially when you take the lock off of your mind. Not only was he our first black president, he also was the first to use technology to communicate, recruit, and unite. And that's what we are doing today. You cannot open up any door if you're still sitting on your couch. The white man is keeping me down. That saying came from the 60s when blacks had no rights, very little money, no political power. Hell, blacks couldn't even play basketball on white teams back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and early 60s. By God touching so many white people's heart, they fought the Civil War for our freedom and the Civil Rights Bill for our rights. Now let me take a look one step further. For the first time in history, all white colleges opened up their doors to blacks. From about 1968 to about 1974, if you was black, you could go to college free in America. That's right. Blacks was given the opportunity for free education. That's where most of your black doctors, lawyers, politicians you have today. The key word here is opportunity. That word opportunity. That means a set of circumstances that makes it possible to do something. And that's what I'm presenting you today, an opportunity. Now, you do have those white people that don't want blacks to have anything or will do anything in their power to keep us down and will take us back to the early days in America if they could. But the problem they would have is we have too much money, education, and technology. It would be like putting an old-time telephone booth on each corner for us to use and asking us to give up our cell phone. The problems we faced in the past, we solved in the past. We must solve the problems we face today. It's 2017. It's time for us to put our blood, sweat, and tears into the mix by putting our minds together and striving hard towards our future. It's time for us to say and feel at home in America. Each generation must play their part in history. Time will not stop, and problems is a part of life. Number 2, we say we are poor black people. We are not poor black people. We are poor black thinking people. The Lord has blessed us, this generation, with more education, money, power than any time in history. Today we are still learning our history, and the more we learn, the more we see our achievements and accomplishment throughout American history that has been significant and above all expectations in America, that some white Americans will still not acknowledge it today. Man can deny the truth, but he can't deny history. We have played a major part in building and fighting for America. Now it's time for that we take our place and feel at home in America. The Lord is true to his word. He has watched over us through all the wars we fought for America. For instance, the Civil War, World War II, and the Vietnam War, where we had limited casualties by prayer. You must not get caught up in the moment and emotional attached to the negativity that is confronting us today. It takes a strong person to look through someone else's hate and not let it enter to them. No matter how you say it or how you put it, if it wasn't for the good-hearted white Americans throughout history that helped us and watched over us and gave us the wings, and the good Lord, he has given us the power to fly on our own today. I am today sounding the trumpets to those who understand what I am saying. I don't see America as white America. Why? Because they took this land from the Indians and they came here too on boats. I don't give every white person that power, something that they never had. Some white Americans fear that the most dangerous thing today is that black people could be thinking and coming up with ideas and having the opportunity to put it in motion and the possibility for it to become a reality. We cannot move into the 21st century when we still hang on to 19th century symptoms that so many whites and blacks want us to. We must stop throwing our monies backwards, trying to fix the past. We must start throwing our monies forward, building our future. Now is the time for the rebirth of the black African American race. I can see my destiny that sits on the other side of the hills that's in front of me. It's not about where I am. It's about where I see myself. I am ambitious, thirsty, and won't be denied. That's the attitude I have. And looking for people with the same attitude to join me on this mission. I need 250,000 people of color to join me on this mission. Something in my heart tells me I have to break it down a little further. You have two kind of fighters. One that will fight to get everything on the table that others put there. I'm looking for the ones that will fight and die to put something on the table for others. We are looking for people that have that true spirit in their heart and ready to get down to business. This is a mission that's for everyone. It's not about your money, education, or religion. I don't care if you live in a one-room shack or walk through the snow with holes in your shoes. Everyone in their lifetime will come to that fork in the road where they have the chance to make a change in their life, to go to that next level. It's one thing I have learned and realized. You would never be able to change the past, but you can be a part of changing the future. This mission will give you that chance to help us to write our own outcome that will give us the economic stability, something we all need in America today. There's one word that comes to mind that has kept black people down and some white people motivated to keep us down. And that word is fear. That word has kept the deck stacked against us for decades. And if we continue to play by their rules and with their deck of cards, we will always get the short end of the stick. Fear has been used in so many ways, like stopping us from getting that promotion at work, or getting us killed by the cops that can stop us for no reason at all. The Lord has been good, and He will answer your prayer. I ask you, what is your American dream? Mine is to praise the Lord and live a good long life. Now, what is yours? So I want you to take a minute and look over your life and see how blessed you are. The reason I ask is because everyone needs to know where they are in order to get to that next level. Everyone must go through that process in their life. And if you don't appreciate the blessing you have today, what makes you think you will appreciate anymore? If you are saying, I am blessed and highly favored, then act like it. I am telling you today, through God's love, grace, mercy, favor, and His power, a decree had been handed down years ago, revoking all diplomatic immunity and privilege whites having enjoyed over people of color for decades, because they had abused it and misused it. Now it's time for us to get down to business. Who wants to play Monopoly? This is the first mission that is calling on all poor people to be a part of. It's all about you. You can't see what's not in your mind or thoughts. That's why I'm here today to plant a seed in your mind. Now is the time. I need 250,000 people who want to make a difference. All black organizations must start working together. Everyone has their own part to play working for the same solution. So many of us don't want to go through the struggle that comes with the beginning of the unknown, but want to enjoy the finished product. Give me those that society label uneducated, non-productive black people. I want you to send this video to all the people that families, that generation after generation cannot rise above poverty. That person seeking for that second chance, or that person that can't read or write. Reading and writing don't make you a dumb person, because I was in those shoes at one time. You can tell me, you can't tell me about hell if you've never been there. I would be proud and honored, and it would give me great pleasure to work with people that society has labeled uneducated and non-productive because of where they come from and don't speak the same language as them. I would show them that nothing is impossible unless you want it to be. I know personally how so many opportunities was blocked from me because of my own thinking. This is a OJT moment. That means on-the-job training. You will be taught everything you need to know. So many blacks are living well, very well today, and with a negative attitude. We will not accept dry, negative thinking, talking people. You know, always an expert on everybody else's life, but not their own. Ones that will tell others that their ideas and dreams will never happen. I call them dream killers. Now, who wants to join me on this mission? If you are listening to this video and say it would never happen, it's sweet music to my ears. Why? Because if you think it would never happen and society is not looking for it to happen, then we are so deep under everyone's radar. Our success will come through planning, strategy, preparation, using new tactics, always learning new techniques and pushing each other and lifting each other up. I don't know what you're going through, but there's two little words that can help to change everything in your life. I can. Those two little words will set you and your mind in the same direction. Now let's talk a little bit about Trump. All I have to say is pray that he do the right thing. Trump is not our problem. Why? Because he doesn't know the law or the Constitution. And he will be the first president that technology will take down. So it's just a matter of time he will learn that. He might think he's the smartest man in the room, but that don't make him right. It's good that our young people are getting a taste of what our forefathers went through back in the day. Now the House and the Senate, that's where the true power lies. Congress has more power than the president and can stop the president at any time they choose. The House and the Senate, that's what we must give our attention to, and our focus should be on changing the people that makes our laws. We will survive Trump. We don't have time to focus on him. We have too much work to do ourselves. We have survived slavery, Jim Crow, the Ku Klux Klan, and the hate that some white Americans still show us today. So by putting our hands in the Lord's hand, we will survive, making us strong in mind, body, and spirit, working towards our future. Now, in order to join us, you must go to our website to sign up. You must be 17 or older, and we are only taking the first 250,000 people, and then the door will shut. And I want to thank you for listening to this video. Love, peace, and power with the people. Thank you.